66 million years ago, our planet was a different world, a prehistoric Eden ruled by giants. Life, in all its strange and magnificent forms, had thrived here for over 150 million years. In the air, on the land, and in the seas, an intricate ecosystem flourished under a delicate balance.
But this balance was predicated on a brutal reality: the constant, unforgiving dance between predator and prey. And the undisputed king of this kingdom was Tyrannosaurus Rex.
For the horned giants, flight was not an option. Confrontation was their only chance of survival.
It is a battle of titans. A clash of immense power and armored defense.
A fight that, for one, has reached its savage conclusion.
In the oceans, life was just as perilous. Here, marine reptiles reigned supreme.
Across the globe, a new generation was being born, ready to inherit this vibrant world.
But they would never get the chance, because on this day, of all days, the sky was falling. Unseen by most, unnoticed by all, a visitor had arrived from the depths of space. The sharpest senses were the first to detect that something was wrong. A change in the light, a tremor in the air.
The planet itself was beginning to react to the intruder's immense gravitational pull. A rock the size of a mountain, traveling 20 times faster than a rifle bullet. It had an appointment with destiny. In its final moments, the asteroid becomes a harbinger of fire, visible for 1,000 miles.
Now, every creature feels it. A planetary tremor that signals imminent, unimaginable violence. Instinct takes over. A wave of primal terror sweeps across the globe. There is nowhere to run.
This is the end of the world as they know it. The final second of the age of reptiles. The energy released is more than 1 billion nuclear bombs.
At ground zero, the planet itself is liquefied and thrown into space.
The first kill mechanism is the blast itself, a shockwave of incomprehensible power.
Any living thing within hundreds of miles is simply erased from existence.
But the impact's deadliest weapon is what it threw back into the sky.
Trillions of tons of molten debris rain back down, turning the very atmosphere into a planetary oven.
This is the thermal pulse, an invisible wave of heat so intense it ignites wildfires across the globe. To survive, you had to be underground, or underwater. But even that was no guarantee. The impact displaced 1 trillion tons of water, creating a wave that would travel around the entire world. Fire and water, the two great forces of nature, unleashed in a final, devastating blow. The immediate destruction is over. But the true extinction event has just begun. With the sun blocked, photosynthesis stops. On land and in the sea, the bottom of the food chain is severed. Sulfur from the vaporized rock has mixed with water in the atmosphere, creating a deluge of pure sulfuric acid. The survivors of the initial blasts now face a new, slower death: starvation, poison, and cold. In the darkness of the sea, the plankton die first. Without them, the entire marine ecosystem collapses. Even the apex predator is helpless in a world with no food. The hunter is now the hunted by extinction itself. The long reign of the tyrant lizard king comes to a quiet, inglorious end. This is the impact winter, a global deep freeze that will last for years. But deep in the ruins, life holds on. The small, the adaptable, the creatures who could hide from the apocalypse. It took centuries for the sun to return. When it did, it shone upon a world reborn.
The dinosaurs' extinction left a vacuum, and into that void stepped the meek, the small. The fossil record tells a clear story. One moment, a thriving world of plants.
The next, a thin layer of ash and dust, the tombstone of a lost world.
Waterways became toxic traps, promising relief, but delivering only a slow death. For years, the planet's own atmosphere worked against it, reflecting the sun's life-giving heat back into space. Creatures who could hibernate or endure long periods of hardship had an advantage. Even the mighty crocodilians, survivors of previous extinctions, were pushed to the brink. In the darkness, a new kingdom thrived, the kingdom of fungi, feasting on the dead. The impact didn't just strike one spot, it destabilized the entire planet, leading to years of volcanic activity. Only one branch of the dinosaur family tree would endure the long winter. 75% of all species on Earth were wiped out, an almost unimaginable loss of life.